There's a lot of things that I'm going to take back this summer and definitely dive into more. Just like every year, I continue to work on my game, continue to come back with something new. So I'm sharpening something up. So the mindset won't change with that. So I'll just continue to get better.
What it do, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. While you in here, hit that like, comment, subscribe, notification bell so you'll be notified every time Her Takes uploads a new video. All right, let's jump into this disaster. From the opening tip, the Hawks look completely outmatched. No energy, no urgency, no fight. Shots weren't falling, defense was non-existent, and the game was basically over before the halftime. We're talking about a playoff elimination game. And my Hawks came out looking like they didn't even belong on the court. Looking at the tail of the tape, my Hawks shot 38% from the field with New York hitting almost 60. 9 out of 35 three-pointers. That's 26%. Being out-rebounded didn't surprise me. We knew that was going to happen. However, what did impress me were the 16 steals by the Knicks, giving us 19 turnovers in the game. With the Hawks being known for their transition scoring, we were outscored 35-8. And this was key because we knew we were going to get outscored in the paint. So it was very important for us to control the pace, and that just didn't happen. Ultimately, at one point, the Knicks led us by 61 points. Now, I'm going to give you 3 reasons for the collapse and 3 things that will need to be fixed going into next season in order for us to be successful. Number 1, offensive breakdown. My Hawks couldn't buy a bucket. Bad shot selection after bad shot selection. No ball movement, 0 rhythm, isolation after isolation, brick after brick. Nobody wanted it. Who is going to be that guy? And then our defensive collapse. No stops, no resistance, wide open shots everywhere, lane wide open. The Knicks was getting anything they wanted in the paint, from 3, in transition. It didn't matter. Not to mention our best defensive player getting ejected from the game. Which leads me to number 3, the lack of leadership. When things started to go downhill, no Jalen Johnson, nobody stepped up. Which makes me question how I feel about his leadership and him being the man for this team going forward. No one rallied the team, slowed the game down, or brought any kind of composure to the team. You would expect that to come from Jalen, who says this is his team, or CJ McCollum, who's supposed to be the vet. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mean to be so hard on Jalen, but when you decide that you're going to be the face of a franchise and you're the leader of the team, you got to up the intensity. And he talked about how the Knicks upped the intensity against them after those first 4 games, and it was 2-2, right? And really after the first 3 games, because we'd gone up 2-1. So they upped the intensity after game 3. They made the necessary adjustments to pull out the win. Now, is that coaching? Is that players? I say it's both. So I'm holding Jalen and I'm holding Quinn Snyder accountable for not upping the intensity on our end. And what do I mean by that with Jalen? JJ ended the season with 22.5, 10.3, and 7.9 assists per game. His assists went down after we got CJ, someone that could actually handle the ball with him. So, of course, that's understandable. But my problem is, everybody knows that during the playoffs, whatever your averages are, you got to up the ante on that. And he did not. In fact, he went down in every area. This playoffs, he was 19.5 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 5.2 assists per game. So he went down. So I have to blame Jalen as well. It just kept coming. Late in the second quarter, things spiraled fast. A couple of turnovers turned into huge runs. The crowd in our house got loud for the Knicks. And just like that, the Hawks mentally checked out. This wasn't a playoff game. It looked more like a scrimmage. And it just leaves you to wonder, where do the Hawks go from here? And to be honest with you, I have been a season ticket holder for the Hawks since 2012. This season was the first season I did not get season tickets. And after a game like last night, I'm glad I did not. I will no longer invest my money into this team until I see that they're serious about becoming contenders. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like there's hope for us for the future. We will see what additional changes are going to be made during the offseason. Will we retain Kuminga? Will we retain CJ McCollum? But truthfully, I think this kind of loss changes things. To me, if I was the front office, they should look at roster changes, coaching. Wouldn't be mad if they got Quinn up out of there, because after a game, you got to start with him. After a blowout like last night, you got to get him up out of there. Everything should be on the table after that performance, because losing is one thing, but losing like this should be totally unacceptable. But those are my thoughts. Please let me know down in the comments what you think, what went wrong with the Hawks, what do we need to do to be a contender in the future. That's all I got. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and as always, stay safe. On to the next one. Peace.